A new day at Collinwood, and a sharp wind blows from the ocean. And in a house overlooking the sea, one man tries to fight an emotion as strong, as relentless as the waves themselves. Love. Love for a woman who is denied him.
Harry? Did you see Carolyn at Collinwood today?
Yeah.
Was that all you can say?
Listen, I'm not you. Seeing Carolyn started is no big event in my life.
Well, Harry, you know how she's feeling. How does she look?
She looks like she always does.
Harry, will you do something for me?
Well, that depends.
I just want you to take this letter to Carolyn.
Oh, man, you really dig her.
She's my friend.
Well, what about Eve? And what about Nicholas?
Harry, Nicholas must know nothing about this. Nothing. Gotta keep this a secret.
Okay, I'm good with secrets.
Good. Then take this to Carolyn. She must be alone when you give it to her, Harry. And she's going to ask you where I am. But you must not tell her.
What's so important in here?
Harry, if you read that, I'll find out.
Okay, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. And I'll see that she gets it.
Good. Give me her answer as quickly as you can.
What is that?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I was just leaving.
We were just talking.
And then he left with a letter in his hand. It doesn't matter, Adam.
But it does.
Nicholas is gone, isn't he? Oh, I remember this kind of day so well.
What? What do you mean you remember?
Surely you understand the word.
Well, yes, I do. But I can't understand how you do. Eve, you're like me. We were made. There've been no days like this since you're alive.
It is fall.
How do you know that?
How do I know that if I go out, the air will be sharp and clear? Why do I remember that sometimes the trees have no leaves at all, and at other times, the leaves are green?
You shouldn't know all that. No, you're not like me. We were both made, but that's all we share.
I don't even remember how I know the word fall. Is it really the right phrase for this time of year?
Yes. I've heard it before, yes. It had confused me, too. Strange, they just named the season for the fact that the leaves fall from the trees. That doesn't seem possible. They certainly would have chosen a more complicated name than that. And if Professor Stokes were called on to name this time, he certainly wouldn't have called it fall.
This Professor Stokes, I'm not sure I would like him.
I did. No, you wouldn't.
How did Barnabas Collins let you meet all these people? I have met no one. Did he let you go out? Could you go anywhere you wanted?
No.
But you got out.
I don't want to think about those times.
You like being captive. Yes, I think you do. Well, I want to feel the wind. I want the smell of the ocean.
Eve, don't leave.
Why? Because Nicholas says we are not to?
No. So I want you to stay. Eve, I want us to talk.
Talk? I think I know you. I do not think you have any surprises for me. That does not mean that you are not sweet and kind.
I do have a surprise for you today. Eve, today is not going to be like any other day.
You are going to change it.
Yes, I am. Something I want is going to happen, and I want you to stay, please. Eve, it's important. Stay.
He was in an absolute state, honest. Like I thought he would hit me if I wouldn't bring it to you. I've never seen him quite like this.
You were with him when he wrote this.
No, of course not.
You know where he is.
I met him in the woods.
And he said, "Oh, Harry, here's a note for Carolyn."
No, it wasn't quite like that. As a matter of fact, he was going to come here.
Yes, Harry.
And I said, well, what are you going to do, Adam? Just go and knock on the door and ask to see Carolyn?
That's a very good question to have asked, Harry.
And he said, no, that he knew your room and that he was going to leave it there for you. He can get into this house without anyone seeing him. You know that.
Yes. Yes, he could. Is he waiting in the woods for an answer? Where? Harry, tell me.
Why?
Because I want to go to him with my answer.
No, you can't do that. Now listen, I don't know what's in that note or why it's important. I just know that it is, and you've got to play it his way.
All right. All right. I'll play it his way. Harry, tell him the answer is yes. Yes. Tell him he must be careful. And Harry, tell him I'm very happy.
Carolyn said yes.
Of course.
She said yes.
Well, what did you expect?
Harry, was she pleased?
Yes, she said she was very happy about it.
Well, I wanted to be happy. Harry, Nicholas must know nothing about this. Nothing at all. Eve?
You know, I have a feeling Nicholas wouldn't like what's going to happen.
Don't worry about it, Harry. Just please go. I'm going to be alone with Eve.
Oh, that's fine with me. The two of you aren't exactly good company, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, you fight all the time, or haven't you noticed?
Adam, you must stop calling me. I hate it. I'm not your servant.
Eve, I have good news. Marvelous news. I told you something was going to be a surprise. Well, it's going to happen.
Are you going to leave this house?
Yes.
Oh, Nicholas has agreed.
He won't know.
You have a plan. Oh, Adam. Adam, where are we going? What city? Do you have money? Is the trip all arranged? We must be very clever. Nicholas cannot find us, ever. What is it?
Eve, we're not going away.
What are you talking about then?
We're going to Collinwood. To see someone I told you about, Carolyn Stoddard. Stop it, Eve. Stop it! Eve, we are going. And you're going to meet her.
Jim!
You sound surprised.
No, I'm not. Does Vicky know you're here?
Yes, she does. But she's not ready yet. You know, I ought to learn to be an hour late. Then I'd still be early. You know, I'd ask you to go with us, but you look like you already have a date.
No.
That's a new dress. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
That's funny. You heard it too. It was a sound.
I did think so. I'm sure it's nothing. Come into the house, Jeff.
No, thanks. Just tell Vicky to hurry up.
Yes, I will.
And we'd really like to have you come.
No, I won't be able to. But thank you.
You know, Carolyn, I think I will come with you. You know, I'd like to see what's happened to Vicky. David, you were hiding from me.
No, I wasn't.
From Carolyn.
No,
Then who?
I don't have to tell you.
Hey, David. We're friends, aren't we? Come on.
You want to marry Vicky,
That's right.
and you want to take her away.
Well, I'm gonna marry her.
But you don't even know who you are. Or even where you came from.
Look, David,
I heard them talking.
David, the fact that Vicky's gonna marry me doesn't mean that she's gonna stop loving you.
What good will it be if she still loves me and she's in Boston, but I'm still here?
Well, we don't know if we aren't gonna be here.
You want to go away? I heard her tell Carolyn.
Look, you can come and visit us.
But I don't like to visit people.
You're grown up. You've been to Boston dozens of times. Look, we were talking about you showing us around. I'll bet that you know where Paul Revere lived.
Well, I've been there.
In Bunker Hill.
Anybody could find it.
I don't want just anybody. I want you to show us. I want somebody who's been there.
Maybe you've been there.
What?
Maybe you just don't remember it. I'll bet you were even there when they fought the battle in 1776.
David, I don't know who you've been talking to.
I went to the graveyard. I saw the tombstone, Peter Bradford's tombstone. That's who you were supposed to be when Vicky thought she met you back in time. I know it. I know everything.
No, you don't. No, my name's Jeff Clark, do you understand? And I only lived one time, and that's right here, right in this life. Look, I'm sorry. It's just... David, it's important for me that you understand this. I like you. I'm your friend. Please, sit down here, and I'll explain everything to you. I'll explain everything. Please.
I mustn't be nervous. Not like this. I'm glad he's found someone. They mustn't be caught getting into the house. Should I have trusted Harry Johnson to make sure they weren't seen? Carolyn, what is the matter with you? You're acting like some little girl.
Carolyn,
Adam.
I needed to see you.
Where is your friend?
I am here. So you are Carolyn Stoddard.
Yes.
Carolyn, this is Eve.
Hello, Eve. I'm so happy to meet you.
Adam has told me how kind you've been to him. Is this where you kept him?
He stayed here. Yes.
Well, there are many books here, Eve. I used to read every night. And Carolyn when she would bring my food, we'd play cards.
How exciting.
And we talked. Carolyn has a very good mind.
Yes, I'm sure she has.
I wish you wouldn't go near the window. Someone might see you.
Eve, we must be careful.
We are not allowed here.
Surely Adam told you. My family never knew Adam was here.
Eve, get away from the window.
You may tell me where I have to go, but you will not tell me where I am to look.
Eve.
You know, David, pretty soon you're going to find out that love isn't something you can remember. 16 years old. You know, when you're 16, you can really love somebody. And then you come back 10 years later, and you wouldn't even notice her.
Honest?
Honest. So that story about Vicky and me meeting in the past, if it were true, the chances are we wouldn't even love each other today. Right?
Carolyn asked you to stay away from the window.
Let go of me.
Eve, please.
Don't you ever touch me again.
I'll take you all down.
No, you aren't. I know the way. You stay here. Here's where you belong. Good night, Miss Stoddard.
Eve.
So, David, how do you figure that I'm going to change Vicky from anything that she isn't already? I couldn't possibly make her someone that she isn't.
I know that.
So what are you worried about? You know, David, I was thinking about, well, I was thinking about making you the ring bearer at the wedding. But you probably wouldn't want to do that.
Sure I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then it's settled. Mr. Ring Bearer.
Honest?
Honest. And if you hear anybody who says that I'm anything different from what I am, Jeff Clark, then you know that it's not true, and you're going to believe me, right?
Right.
Okay, now, I want you to go upstairs, and I want you to tell Vicky that she now holds the record for being the latest girl in town, and to get on down here, or we're going to miss the whole night.
Sure, Jeff.
Peter. Peter Bradford.